It's Lesa Browning with Music Mix Daily, and today we have the extreme pleasure of interviewing this fabulously talented young woman, Patty Stevens.
Hi!
How are you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing great. It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's nice to meet you.
You are 14 years old?
Yes, I'm about to turn 15 in September.
Oh, really? We're in September?
September 18th.
Oh,
and it's
okay.
funny because I actually have the same birthday as my dad. So.
Oh, really? Aw, that's good. I have a son who's born 2 days before me. We're also in September, so we are like a lot of September birthdays out there. So it's almost your birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
What are you going to do? Something fun?
Hopefully. My mom's kind of keeping it a little low-key because it's my 15th birthday.
Yeah.
So a little low-key. I don't really know what we're going to do, but hopefully it'll be fun. I know we're going to stay in Raleigh, which is where I'm from, Raleigh, North Carolina, so I'm excited about that. And then I think the week before or after my birthday, we head off to Nashville, so we'll be partying both
places.
Yeah.
Do you split your time between the two places pretty regularly?
We head to Nashville about once a month.
Oh, okay.
So
That's good. Okay, so you have an amazing story, and we're going to get to the music in a second, but you got to tell us a little bit about how this got started, because I was reading that I think you were 7, is
Yes.
that right, when you started taking piano and vocal lessons, and apparently that went really, really well, because you are incredibly talented.
Thank you.
And I'd just like to hear, your perspective on how all that went down.
So I was about 7 when my mom noticed that I had a love for singing in the car and just singing around the house. So she decided to put me in like a local like piano and music school, which I actually still go to through time and time with a little music federation that I go to. And I started with singing out there, and she decided to put me in a local competition called Clayton Idol. And I ended up getting like first or second runner-up, which was really cool for being one of the first times I sang on a big stage other than church.
And how old were you?
7.
7.
Yes.
When that competition? 7. Yeah, that's a big deal.
And I remember just waking up the next day being like, even though I didn't win, I still get to compete next year, because if you win in that category, you have to wait a few years before you can age up.
Right.
And also, just when the lights first hit me, I knew that I wanted to be a singer, because that just rush and that the rush that you get before you go on stage is crazy, because you're super nervous. But as soon as I step on that stage, it all goes away, which I think is a good thing.
I think it's a great thing.
I feel like before I go on stage and I'm not nervous, I feel like something's wrong.
Yeah.
You know, because just as soon as I get on stage, like it goes away, which is really good, because then my adrenaline's up and I'm really connected with the crowd. So
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. And you write?
I do. It's actually funny because today, what is today?
August 20th.
August 20th.
Yes.
It came up on our Facebook that 5 years ago is when I had my first writing session.
Okay, that's awesome. Don't you love
That's
that when it
crazy.
pops up with little things like that? And I'm thinking, for me, it's been a long time because I'm a lot older than you, but 5 years, that's crazy.
It is crazy just to
Yeah.
like go back and think what was going through my mind 5 years ago when I first
You were 10.
when I first sat down to write that song. It's actually a song called Carolina Girl, which is all about what home is like.
Right.
Like I'd never been to Nashville before 5 years ago. I started coming about 3 years ago. So just it's crazy to think where I was then and where I am now. How much I knew then and how much I know now.
And do you write all of your stuff? Do you write everything that you've done so far by yourself, or do you write with somebody else?
I co-write
Okay.
a lot. I really like to do that, so you can bounce back ideas, and if you have something, and just I really connect with the songwriters that I'm writing with right now. So
That's
I
awesome.
think it really works for me.
That's awesome. Okay, so you have this new single out,
I do.
Front Porch Swing.
Yes. Front Porch
Proper
Swing.
title, Front Porch Swing. It's fabulous.
Thank
It's
you.
really great, and the video is beautiful.
Thank you.
I mean, really, I was looking at that video going, team, you're so pulled together and composed,
Thank
and it's beautiful. It's a great song. It's a great video. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind it?
Yes, so Front Porch Swing is just about how things used to be, and it was kind of inspired by my great-grandparents. They used to have a front porch swing, and they passed away about a year ago. But I just remember all the times that we would go there for holidays and how much I wish I could go back more. But I remember just going on the farm. They had a cotton farm. They had tons of acres, and it was just so much fun hanging out with them and the family, and just thinking about like how things used to be with family just running around and not a lot of technology. As much as I like technology today, it would just be really cool to see how it was back then. So that's basically what Front Porch Swing is about.
It's awesome, and it's a very mature thought process that you came up with. I mean, the whole song is just, it's very, accurate and I think timely, but you're 14, and people are not expecting this kind of mature songwriting from somebody your age, and I imagine that you've been doing this for years, so I'm not sure how, but it's a great gift.
Yeah, my parents say I have an old soul.
You do have an old soul. I've met you for 10 minutes and I can tell you have an old soul. Yeah, it's really, really nice. Thank you. So, well, I want to talk about, you've been on stage with a lot of people.
I have, yes,
Lauren Elena. You sang at the Opry?
Or
the Ryman.
actually,
The Ryman
yes,
with Kelsey Ballerini.
Yes, so
That was fun.
I met her a few years ago through the Bobby Bones show. I called in about a week before because I was actually on the way to America's Got Talent, which I auditioned for a while back. And I was like, hey, Bobby Bones, you're a huge inspiration to me. And this is when he was first getting started with the Raging Idiots, which I love that band. It's so amazing. I kind of wish they would bring it back more. But and I had sang Don't Stop Believin' by Journey on the air. And he was like, that was amazing. You're such a young age, blah, 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 blah. And a week later, I was fortunate enough to go to his show because, again, I loved like everything that he was doing. And he pulled me up on stage because he recognized me, because before that, like, I came up to him and I was like, hi, I'm Abby Stevens. I sang on your radio show last week, and he pulled me up to sing Don't Stop Believin' again. And then later on in the show, Kelsey was there opening up for him. So we sang Shake It Off together.
That's
awesome. Then throughout the years, I really started getting into her music and everything, and she was just a huge inspiration to me. And we were at the ACMs, I believe.
Vegas?
We were at the ACMs, and it wasn't in Vegas because my parents usually go to the Vegas one, but it was in Texas.
Oh,
so
nice.
they were like, we can bring you, let's go.
We can do this.
So we went, and she was on a little side stage with about like 3,000 people there, and she recognized me, and she pulled me up on stage to sing Peter Pan.
Okay, that's awesome.
And it was
amazing.
amazing. It was like life-changing for me at like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And then February, like, I still went to a lot of her shows, and I still got to see her, and she pulled me up on stage a few more times. And then at the Ryman, her show, February 14th of this year, it was her Valentine's Day show. And I was in like the second row, and I had maneuvered my way up to the front row, and it was like towards her last song. And apparently she had seen me in the audience, and she was looking, and she was like, where's Abby? And my parents, because she looked at my parents, because she recognized them, and they were like, she's over there. And I like jumped on stage, and like the stage was like here to me. And like I jumped on stage, and we got to sing her hit single Dibs. And it was just crazy because, again, when the lights hit me, I was just like, ah! It was absolutely amazing, and I couldn't hear anything, I couldn't see anything, but I knew it was just
That's awesome.
phenomenal.
No, that's a great story, actually. That's amazing. Yeah.
It's a long one, but it's a good story.
No, it's great.
It was getting there.
No, it's perfect. It's great. Okay, so switch gears just a little bit. I want to talk about this charity that you started.
Yes.
Which is amazing.
Thank you.
Tell everybody all about it.
About 2 years ago, I had written the song Best Day Ever, and it really just inspired me. So I was like, Mom, for my 12th birthday, I want to make a music video for the Best Day Ever. And we did. That's the only thing I wanted for my birthday, so we did. And I got my friends together. I was like, I know this is crazy, but I want to make a music video. And they were like, okay. So we got picked up in a limo, and we got to go to Sheetz and get a bucket of fries. It was amazing. And then we filmed the music video. And after that whole process, and after we got the music video back, and I was just like, looking back, I was like, that was the best day ever. And I realized that not a lot of people can have that experience. Not necessarily just a music video, but just having the best day ever in general.
Whatever they're.
So I started doing a bunch of shows at like cafes and malls, and a portion of the proceeds would go to my Best Day Ever Foundation, which I started with my family, with the help of my family. And throughout that, we have found necessarily younger people to go out and help have the best day ever, whether it's going to a mall and letting them pick out anything they wanted to open for Christmas, or doing more of a local thing, which is what we did last year. There was this little girl who was very, very sick, and her family was all girls. And so we got them a bunch of gift cards because unfortunately we weren't able to see them. So not a lot of people actually know this because we didn't share it a lot because it wasn't necessarily something we needed to share. It was more of a message we needed to get out. So we got a bunch of gift cards and we sent that over to them, and I really wish them the best of luck, and we've been really keeping up. So just over the years I've been doing this, and I can't wait to see where it takes me.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
It really is. It's really nice. It's very special. It's good. So, what's next? What's going on? You have the new video single out. What are you working on? What's coming next?
Right now we're really working on social media, and hopefully we'll get a song out during the spring, and we're really seeing where Front Porch Swing takes me. So that's what
Are you going to be touring around, performing?
Yes, I was in Kentucky last month, which was so much fun, just playing at local events.
Oh, nice. Yeah. And will you be playing anywhere in Nashville coming up that we can see you?
Not coming up, but I'm playing a few local harvest festivals.
Oh, nice.
Which is really
fun. That's good. That's that time already.
Yeah, actually school starts next Monday, so.
Do you go to regular school?
I do. I go to public school.
That's impressive that you can do all of this and still attend and take regular classes. I was going to ask your parents about that. When did you do school? That's great. Yeah, that's impressive.
Thank you.
How does this, have things changed with your friends in school since you started getting some, seeing all the success with, Kelsey Ballerini and, your buddy? All these things.
Kind of.
When you're just best buddies with Kelsey Ballerini, your friends take notice.
Well, I kind of live like a double life.
Yeah.
My parents like to say, like in Nashville, I'm Abby Stevens, the country singer, but at home I'm kind of like Abby Stevens, the country singer, but also my friends. They're more low key about it, which I really like, and I really respect about that. And I tend to choose friends who will not necessarily overlook that, but keep it in mind, but also at the same time, just be my friend.
Be normal.
Be normal. Yeah.
So, what grade are you going into in school?
10th grade.
10th grade. Okay, so you're a sophomore this year. Yeah.
I'm excited actually. I don't mind school as much when you're in high school. It's actually not as bad as people say it is.
Well,
at least for my school.
I think it's better than middle school.
It is.
I think everybody would agree.
Middle school is just like filled with drama.
It's a tough time. It's a dive kid. It's a tough time.
Yes.
Well, this is great. So I'm sure we can find all of your information about what is coming up in social media. You have a web.
Yes.
You have a page.
I do.
Tell us what they are.
You can find everything at abbystevens.com, and that is with a PH. So you can find all my music, social media, and photos, and anything there.
All right. And you are going to play some music for us.
I am.
Yes? All right.
All right.
It's exciting. I'm happy.
Okay. I can start with an original song called Why Not? And it's basically about, let me take my ring off, and it's just about going the extra mile for not necessarily someone, maybe someone or yourself, and just going that extra step.
Okay.
You say you can do anything that you put your mind to, I agree. You don't have to be anyone else but yourself to find what you need and to be wild and free. Why not go the extra mile? Why not take the long way be alright if you take my hand and just try. I can see you wanna take a chance and the winds change in your eyes, and I say just arise. Why not go the extra mile? Why not take the long way home? Why not dream like there's no tomorrow and fly your wings to fly? Why not? Oh, why not? Oh, why not? Oh, why not? Why not? Why not lend a helping hand? Why not find the strength to stand? Why not let your move your eyes out and give yourself to now? Why not go the extra mile? Why not take the long way home? Why not dream like there's no tomorrow and fly your wings to fly? Why not? Oh, why not? Oh, why not? Oh, why not? Why not?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love that. That's very nice.
Thank you. So, if it's alright with you, I'd like to play my current single
Totally all right with me.
called Front Porch Swing, and here it is. Old truck tires on a gravel road. Big old weep that feels like home. Old ranch house up on the hill where the stars shine bright in the night, and they always will. 6 generations later, nothing's changed. There's nothing quite like hanging on to your great-great-granddad's name. I belong to the summer wind. I'm an old sweet song that's born again. I'm a part of the river running, running the coast. I can feel those good old days where families gather around a break. I can hear their voices talk to me when I'm on this front porch swing. Sweet tea, just a little more sweet. Every little sip is a trip to where I wanna be. The sky above seems a little more blue. Carolina dreams that really do come true. Oh, yes, they do. From here I see the future. I learn from the past. This view takes all my breath away. Right here I'll take my last. I belong to the southern wind. I'm an old sweet song that's born again. I'm a part of the river running, running to the coast. I can feel those good old days where families gather around a break. I can hear their voices talk to me when I'm on this front porch swing. When I have babies of my own, I'll tell them every day. This belief is always in our hearts. Maybe one day they'll say, I belong to the southern